Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Sins of a Solar Empire with the Sacrifice of Angels 2 mod. So, I've decided to try and jazz things up a bit by playing a full content mod, total overhaul mod, something along those lines. Something that changes the entire content of the video game and replaces it with something else. This is something I very rarely do because I generally prefer to keep things vanilla, but I decided to try it out on a whim, and boy was I impressed by it. I mean, this is a pretty good mod. It's almost an entirely different game. Also, you may have noticed I'm a bit louder. This is a brand new mic. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me from now on. Speaking of hearing things, you may have noticed that there's no music. That's because the intro music has been changed completely, and some of it contains speech from the shows and the movies, so I thought it would be harder to hear me if you were listening to them in the background. So I'll turn the music back on in-game, but at the menu I don't want anyone talking over me, or under me, or around me. I'm insecure in that way. Okay, so it's pretty eerie without music, gotta say. I'm going to be playing on a random medium large. I was considering like going Nemesis because you know the movie Nemesis, and it would all fit together perfectly with 5 players and everything. But I found I need more planets than the 3 I'm guaranteed. So medium large it is, unless I wanted to change things up a bit and go teams. But I think I want to do a free for all. I think that's best. Oh wow, actually I don't really want to do a free-for-all, I want to do a 2v2v1. I'm not sure if any of these maps are good for 2v2v1s. Because blindside, I think you're guaranteed to be next to your ally, but if there's going to be 5 players and not 6... No, I'll go with my original plan and just go random medium large. Okay, so let's remove one of those players, and we have 5. There are a few different factions. Oh, new player, didn't save my name. Okay, let's go change that for a second. New player, change name. TheDragoclaw, not the Dragoclaw. And I think that's a good enough picture set. As you can see here, there are I think there are only 5 factions. Don't know why the green is there. But anyway, there's the Federation, Klingons, Romulan, Dominion, and Borg. And let's get into that new game. Whoops. There we go. Right, so different colours, change that. So we're going to be the Federation. We're going to have a Klingon ally. We are going to have Romulan and Dominion as enemies. Yeah, there are only 5 factions. And the Borg as a standalone enemy. Because the Borg in this are seriously overpowered. And I mean really, really overpowered. To a point where it's not really fair anymore. Dominion. What colour should I give these guys? In my last playthrough they were that colour. Oh, the Borg should be green. Sorry Klingons, you're going to have to go with a nice purple colour. There we go. Okay, and we're going to bump everyone up to unfair. So yep, Federation, Klingon, Romulan, Dominion, and Borg. I found this setup works pretty well. I was tempted to go with Romulan allies, but I'll stay with Klingons. Try and keep it a bit more canon. The Borg, as I was saying, are completely and utterly devastating. If you let them get to the end game, you're practically dead. Because, I mean, you might be able to take out a few of their ships, but they are really tough. Alright, gonna do a few quick things here. Deactivate the pirates, because they can get annoying. Normal fleet, normal everything else. Lock teams, that should do. Okay, let's start the game. And as soon as I get into the game, I'm going to turn the sound up. But yeah, I hope this mic is a lot better. It certainly did sound like it in practice. It's definitely a lot louder than my other mic and a tad more uncomfortable, I think, but I suppose I'll get used to it. There we can see an Intrepid class in dry dock.
Command codes verified.
Oh, hello. Okay. Mine. Am I in? What's happening? I am in. I can't see everything, right? Oh, this is slightly odd. First of all, I'm going to bump up the sound. Second of all, I am going to... Everything's already done. Get a few Miranda classes.
Ready for action.
Send my Constitution class scouts out on a expedition. And our first capital ship, the Ambassador class. Do colonize. Capital ships work slightly differently in this game. Hang on, I'm going to pause the recording because there's something wrong. I seem to be stuck in cinematic mode. Okay, I think I figured it out. Somehow all my settings were made it so I was stuck in cinematic mode, which is not a good way to play the game. But yes, as I was saying,
Confirmed.
first of all, let me just get my stuff in order. Okay, so capital ships work differently in this game. As you start out, you can only build one type of capital ship. You have to research the other types of capital ship, and they get progressively better as you go along, kind of. So, for example, the next one up would be a Galaxy class, which we have to come into here, all the way to here, to research the Galaxy class, and then we'll have to get that, and then that, and then that. You can see how it goes. So that's how we work slightly differently.
Standing by.
And but it's to do. They do this because apparently there was some difficulty with computer colonizing in this, so they had to force it to choose the right one. I think that's the story anyway. And that was the option they came up with. So let's start doing stuff, shall we? Let's build one of each type of station, which are like your research platforms, your temples of hostility, and etc.
Ready for action.
And then let's send our troops in there. The Miranda class is your first ship, first frigate you can build. It isn't too good. There are upgrades you can get to make it better, but I tend not to rely on it. I tend to use other ships like the Intrepid class and the Akira class, because they are better. Okay, so let's get a bit of research done. Let's get that so we can get access to the Excelsior and Centaur and eventually Constellation class. All good ships.
Research complete.
Let's research them right now. As long as we aren't near Borg, I'm fine. Oh, well, actually, I think it'd be better to be near Borg so we can take them out early. but some of the old ships are still available in the game. For example, the pirates, which are now dead,
Station complete.
courtesy of my Ambassador and Miranda classes. So when you look at this ship's stats, the first thing you'll notice is that it's got a hell of a lot of firepower and shields. That's how things are in this game. They're like twice as much as they are in regular Sins.
What is your command?
Confirmed.
About autocast. Okay, so my ally and I are separated, which is not good, because there can be a whole host of
Colonization was successful.
undesirable things between us.
Standing by.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go and get the other asteroid. Then we can start thinking about taking volcanic planets and stuff like that. I might take a point out of that just so we have some more funds available. Aha! We have the Dominion on the right. Or, I guess from this point of view, the left of us. That is really annoying. Really, really annoying. Because the same thing happened in my other playthrough, and they would just not leave me alone. Trying to fight off Borg, but nope. They
Aye, Captain. Warp
attacked me
speed
from the
ahead.
rear, so I had to go and try and wipe them out.
What is your command?
They're persistent little buggers.
Altering attack pattern.
The combat in this is great. They've managed to get capital ships and frigates to attack as fighters would, so you get a more realistic Star Trek combat system.
Research complete.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
And of course they replaced a lot of the music from the movies and the series, which is a nice
Station
touch.
complete.
Okay, the Federation, they start off with, without needing to research, a refinery, sorry, which is fantastic. You should put one on every one of your planets.
Ready for action.
Wait for the
What is your
cooldown,
command?
and then we'll colonize this asteroid.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Yeah. Okay, we're first in economy, last in military, almost last in empire.
Colonization was successful.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Okay, we lost our economic advantage.
Research
That's
complete.
okay. Okay, research is coming along nicely. Just build a few extractors. Should probably get that as soon as I can.
Station complete.
Ships cost a lot more supply, so you can have fewer of them.
Research complete.
But that's okay. At the moment, we don't have too many great options. We only have the Ambassador class and the Miranda classes.
Research complete.
I guess we have a Constitution too, but they're just scouts. And the Shelley class is our like missionary vessel, colonizer and extractor taker.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Oh my goodness!
Allied forces are
Stuck
being
between the
attacked.
Borg and the Dominion. It's probably the
Station
worst
complete.
possible place I could ever be. I kind of hope the Dominion focus on the Klingons, because I want to be able to take out the Borg, which is no small task. Even their frigates are pretty hard to kill. You need an entire fleet. Okay, we're gonna need one of them. I'll leave it on auto place.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
You'll be hearing that fanfare a lot,
Station.
if you haven't
complete.
noticed already. Let's start researching that, because I want to take... Ooh. Okay, that might take a while to take. Ferengi Decora classes are frigging
Research
hard to kill.
Complete.
That will be easier. As will that.
Station.
Let's move my
complete.
fleet.
Order acknowledged.
Station complete.
Fortunately, that's really close to us, so we shouldn't have any problem leaving it till last. Okay, getting 2 more research structures are going to be quite high up on our list of things to do, because we want the Excelsior and the Intrepid class. The Galaxy class will be nice too, but one thing at a time.
Insufficient platinum.
Initiating warp.
And just so you know that they've changed the currencies as well, so credits are now Latinum, metal is now Tritanium, and crystals are now Dilithium. I'm surprised they managed to find,
Confirmed.
like, the computer saying, not enough Latinum, not enough Dilithium, etc.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead.
I think it's pretty impressive the polish they
What is
put
your
on this.
command?
It's certainly not complete, because, like, the envoy cruiser doesn't even have a name yet. And I think the whole diplomacy tree is a bit still under construction.
Station
For example,
complete.
technology sharing, and then when you get into packs,
Standing by.
you can just see Klingon tech, Klingon tech, Klingon tech, Federation tech. There's no distinguishing between them, and it's awkwardly arranged. So you've got 14 at the bottom, 15, 15, and in diplomacy vanilla, it's the reverse. So that it is still in need of polish, but I think they're working on that. I don't think there is a
Standing by.
what's it called,
Ready for action.
Rebellion mod yet. There isn't really too much they can do with Rebellion mod, because they've already got the Corvette style fighting implemented, and they don't really have any Titans in the Star Trek universe.
Ready for
So
action.
I think they are trying to port it over, but I'm not sure what they're going to do. Maybe they'll be adding like scimitar classes.
What is your command?
Okay, you guys jump over there. You should have no trouble with that volcanic planet.
Station complete.
I don't know about you guys, but I think the Ambassador class, it looks pretty ugly. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Ambassador class. But it's the only ship we've got at the moment. It's the best one. So we will suck it up.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Research complete.
We'll
Standing
get combat building. Forgotten what they're called. Jupiter type station, hostility temple, whatever you want to call it. We'll get one. That means we can research the Excelsior refit.
Standing by.
Standing by.
I do quite like the warp animation they put in. It's a nice touch.
Allied forces are being attacked.
It's the little things. Now, hopefully my computer won't die of excitement when all the big battles come. I did try a recording earlier in a huge battle I had with a Borg,
Standing by.
just to see if,
Altering attack pattern.
just to see what would happen.
Standing by.
It seemed a bit laggy. I might have to do something about that, but I don't know what I can do. So I'll try and watch these smaller battles, so you can get a
Research
feel for it.
complete.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Research complete. Station complete.
Okay, let's zoom out. And just before we colonise, let's get that Excelsior design.
Transfer complete.
That's code for level up. So we'll give it a tractor beam, which almost all Federation ships have. It's a decent thing. It locks people in place and cuts off their weapons and everything. But I think we'll talk more about that next time,
Was successful.
when we continue playing through the Sacrifice of Angels 2 mod. I'll see you there.